Tav X, purity becoming one. Tav X, purity becoming one. I don't know what's up with this thing today. Tav X, purity becoming one. Second video for today. We already got two soldiers in the house. Spirit of I for an I, returning Israelites. We're at 33 seconds. We're going to give a few minutes to let people come into the room and get this jiving. This video was an unexpected video. I saw a little clip that I'm going to share with you here, and verses just came in my mind, and I'm like, yo, you got to do this video. People could be putting medicine in. Okay. We'll start like we'll give a few minutes. Let's see if anybody comes in. And usually, like I said, there's people when they come on the screen, like we used to type, but there could be people watching that are not typing. Let me get this started. Four, 15. We're at 2 minutes, 54 seconds. Took me a little while because I had to find this little clip, and it took me a while to find it. Couldn't find it. I was like, oh, Jerry, I can't find it. And I like to keep my word, so yeah, I'm glad you two are back. And if it's just be us three on, used to, and me, that'll be it. To Janair Israel, welcome back. Tav X. King David is back in the house. Tav X. Spirit of I for an I. Returning Israelites. We're at 4 minutes. We'll give, because there's only a couple people in the room, but there could be other people that are not typing comments. So let's give like another 3 minutes. And then when we begin, whether people come on or not, anybody can watch it at a later time. Spirit of I for an I, returning Israelites. I'm glad you returned, King David. This one will be right down your alley. uh, James Hardy in the house. I'm glad you're in the house. We're at 5 minutes, 57 seconds. We're gonna start like at 8 minutes, and they don't come, no more come in. They can watch it when I upload it, or don't watch it, whatever floats their boat. An eye for an eye, returning Israelites. Set apart to Yah only. Tav X, purity becoming one. I just made a video before this about Leviathan. Tav X, purity becoming one. Tav X, purity becoming one. I just made a video about 10 minutes ago today. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And I pray that this video will be edifying for you guys that are on watching. When the thought, I wasn't thinking about making this video, but when I saw the little clip that I'm going to share with you, you'll see, you'll see what's going on. It's almost time. 7 minutes, 48 seconds. We're going to start at 8. I'm going to keep it my promise. And I won't keep you long. It's not going to be, shouldn't be that long. And then you could finish your nice Saturday day. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you for having you guys in. Tav X, purity becoming one. Tav X, purity becoming one. Tav X. The spirit of eye for an eye is returning. See, when I became a student of King Solomon, which I try to study his sayings every day, and I don't learn them like how I learn the normal stuff. I learn it just to try to soak it up, embrace it, immerse it into how I think and I speak. And when he says, what I realize is that everything reoccurs, nothing new. Nothing new under the sun, everything reoccurs again, nothing can be added or taken away. So me as a Koheleth, Torah, Tanakh, Israelite, Hebraite, I believe the scriptures. And the Most High made Solomon to say everything, but I realize everything reoccurs. So when you read in the scriptures, an eye for an eye, oh no, that's not going to come back. Well, yeah, that's going to come back too. And it is back. And I'm going to give you a crazy example of it being back. And I'm happy for it. Some people say, oh, you're violent. No, I'm not. You just don't like truth. You're not really into this, but I am. I'm not saying for us now in this system to do that. Do the right thing so you don't go to jail, you don't do this and that. But the Most High is putting a spirit. That's why I made the video, a spirit of an eye for an eye returning to the earth, because it is returning to the earth. And it will return to the earth. In the new kingdom, we ain't gonna have to worry about that, really, unless some of the heathens start walking sideways. then we have to do what we got to do. Not in this kingdom because we're not in charge. But the Most High is still bringing back to certain people the spirit of eye for an eye. And some people may be watching like, oh, this guy is promoting violence. No, I'm not. I'm promoting this, the Tanakh, which you call the Old Testament. I'm not promoting violence at all. I'm not violent. You attack me, then I'll be violent. But you don't. I'm normal. I'm safe. Excuse me. But you people that do wrong, you don't like this eye for an eye. But you don't realize you're dealing with a creator who is just. And as King Solomon said, what I realize, everything reoccurs. So you can keep being, and it's going to get worse and worse. It's going to be like Mad Max. So you guys that think I'm going to be killing all these people, I'm going to be raping these people, I'm going to be stealing, and this eye for an eye is coming for you. And I don't personally care what heathen Gentiles feel about anything, because I know how the Most High precedes all the nations. Isaiah 40, verse 15 and 17 says, all the nations are as like a drop that falleth from a bucket, the small dust of the balance, considered a very little thing. He said, all nation before him as nothing, less than nothing, and vanity. So I don't feel anything about their critiquing me and me making a video, an eye for an eye. And again, I'm not promoting at all any Hebrews, ancient Hebrews. I'm not talking about Jews. The Jews are those impersonators. Let them be the Jews. I keep telling you that on a lot of videos. They don't believe what we believe. It's all a forest. You don't know scripture, so you think we believe the same thing. No, they don't. They believe in a divine feminine and a divine masculine called Rashi and Robentab. They're Orthodox and ultra-Orthodox. They pray to that Rashi and Robentab every day with that stupid little black box on their head. You don't know. I know I'm a Kohel if I study a lot, only to the Most High. So let them be the Jews. So I'm not encouraging no ancient Hebrew Israelite to an eye for an eye. Call the police, do that, but don't let them go. Of course, if they attack you or they try to kill you, then you get busy. But I'm not promoting any violence, only self-defense and stuff like that. But the Most High is bringing back that spirit, and it's in the earth now. It's just not around you. But I'm going to show you a crazy example, and I cheer that guy. I cheer him. And people may criticize me for that when I expose this to you. People may criticize me for that, but I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because we live under a different law. The heathen Gentiles, the scorpion, rebellious Israelites, they live under a different law. They live as the beasts. Beasts live lawless. So it's the Wild West. Let me kill, let me take, let me steal, let me rape, and I'm going to get over. I'm going to have everything too. We don't live like that. We live by the law of the Most High found in the Tanakh. We call the Old Testament. And Most High is bringing that back to the earth. So I don't really care what you think about me by making a video like this. I don't care. Because in life, people, in life, the reason why I don't care, because this is how people, they're going to criticize you no matter what you do. I'm going to give you examples of it, and I'm going to get in the video. People will criticize you, so that's why I don't care. He looks at them as a drop that falls from abundance, so I don't really care what they think. But I'm giving you examples how you shouldn't even care at all. If you agree with me and you're a Torah Tanakh Israel, you should agree. Not agree with me, agree with what the Tanakh says. Because you know that if you got fat, people think you eat too much. And that's not true. There's some bigger people, they just big bone people, and they can be chubby genetically and run faster than you. But they think like in the broad brush, they think, well, if you fat, that means you eat too much. And that's a lie. So they're going to criticize you. That's why I say I don't really care what they think about me making this video, an eye for an eye. If you lose weight, people then going to start thinking you're sick. And maybe not. You just want to lose weight. I'm a thin guy, but I'm a muscular thin guy. But I've been eating a little bit, like trying to get some thing, and I'm losing my nice stomach. So, so I want to lose weight. Oh, you're sick. If you dress well, people think you're trying to show off. That's why you shouldn't care what these niggas think, because nothing is going to work with them. They're always going to criticize you. And remember, they're heathens. Who cares? But I'm just giving you some broad examples. If you are a serious person, they're going to think you're boring. Be serious. If you're funny, the people are going to think you're immature. You start laughing. I like making jokes. Think of me as immature. You want me to score in your ass if you start with me. If you speak your mind, people think you're rude. If you're single, people think you're lonely. I'm not single. I have a concubine wifey. She lives in another town. She works. I hardly never see her. She's gonna come over and visit me tomorrow. I'm gonna take her out to eat, and she going home the same day. And I won't see her probably for a week or two. But I ain't lonely because I'm immersed in the Most High. But that's how people would view me. A form of criticism. No, this guy's lonely. No, I'm not. I'm very active because I have a purpose. My purpose is to fear the Most High, keep his commandments. Daniel 12:3. Those that gain wisdom shine as bright as the firmament. Those that turn people to righteousness shine as bright as the stars forever. So I want to be involved. So I don't got time to be lonely. But the criticism of the world, if they looked at my life, they say, oh, he's lonely. Or you're lonely. If you are successful, people think you're arrogant. If you are struggling, people think you're lazy. If you're honest, people think you're naive. If you're so no matter what you do in life, people will always criticize you. So do what fulfills you. And what fulfills Torah and Tanakh Israelites that doesn't fulfill any other type of person group on this planet is to fear the Most High, keep his commandments, have undivided loyalty to him, to glory in his devotion, your devotion to him. Know what is required of you, to reverence the Most High, walk only in his ways, love him with all your might, with all your strength, keep his commandments. But that's strangeness, that's bizarreness to the rest of the world. And they'll criticize us for it. Christians criticize us. They're saying, the Christians, but the Lord's done away with it. You guys are stupid. When was your last sacrifice and whatever? Listen, don't come with me with them baby answers. You apparently don't know the scripture, so you don't know what's going on. Listen, the eye for an eye is coming back, and it's starting to be back now, which I'm going to share with you. So you shouldn't care what people think. I'm going to show you the clip, and then I'm going to get into the scripture. Call it a day. The spirit of an eye for an eye is coming back, and we'll be in a new kingdom. Not that you will have to use it, because it's going to be peaceful, but who knows, the Most High may want to give us some work or give us some exercise. Because whoever gets out of line is going to get it. Now look at this. I'm telling you, the spirit of an eye for an eye, fair use, put it in the chat, fair use, is coming back to the earth. I don't know if you guys heard about this too much. It was breaking news. You may have heard it. I don't hear things like that here. I'm in another country. But it's the spirit of an eye for an eye, and it's coming back. Check it out.
In horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them.
Rape them.
Here come the cops now. So
let me play that again.
Cynthia, I'm here waiting on law enforcement. I just exited this residence right here. My last victim. I was able to obtain the names and addresses of the individuals who did this to my 11-year-old son, and I went to each and every one of their homes, and I unalived them in the most graphic and horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them. Here come the cops now. So
let me play it one more time. Play it one more time.
Cynthia, I'm here waiting on law enforcement. I just exited this residence right here. My last victim. I was able to obtain the names and addresses of the individuals who did this to my 11-year-old son, and I went to each and every one of their homes, and I unalived them in the most graphic and horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them. Here come the cops now. So,
Yo, yo, the spirit of an eye for eye is coming back. That Hebrew who doesn't probably know he's a Hebrew, I don't know. He got a spirit on him. The Most High put spirits on people. Psalm 78, he says, I send evil spirits, I send spirits. All your thoughts. It says in Ecclesiastes 9, it says, for love, for hate, good and bad, all comes from the Most High. That's a spirit. Most High sent his spirit of eye for an eye. You great my son, a bunch of you adults, and he said, I'm going to unalive you in the most graphic way possible. Let's hear it one more time, and I'm going to get into the scripture. The spirit of the eye for an eye is coming back in the earth all the way to the end.
Cynthia, I'm here waiting on law enforcement. I just exited this residence right here. My last victim. I was able to obtain the names and addresses of the individuals who did this to my 11-year-old son, and I went to each and every one of their homes, and I unalived them in the most graphic and horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them. Here come the cops now. So,
an eye for an eye. The spirit is coming back to the earth. Leviticus 24, verse 15 to 23. Leviticus chapter 24, verses 15 to 23. And to the Israelite people speak thus: anyone who blasphemes his God shall bear his guilt. If he also pronounces the name Lord, he shall be put to death. The whole community shall stone him, stranger or citizen. If he has thus pronounced the name, he shall be put to death. If anyone kills any human being, he shall be put to death. One who kills a beast shall make restitution for it, life for life. If anyone maims his fellow as he has done, so shall it be done to him. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. That guy said in the video, rape for unaliving. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The injury he inflicted on another shall be inflicted on him. One who kills a beast shall make restitution for it. But one who kills a human being shall be put to death. You shall have one standard for strangers and citizens alike, for I, the Lord, am your God. Moses spoke thus to the Israelites, and he took the blasphemers outside the camp and pelted them with stones. The Israelites did as the Lord had commanded Moses. Wisest man that ever lived said, an eye for an eye, a fracture for a fracture, a blaspheme for stoning. They ain't Most High carry that thing on them, which is the law. Carries the behemoth Leviathan, and he carries that thing on him, the law. And what's connected to the law is the wrath of the Most High. You want to get your just deserts. Nobody's going to escape. That's why I tell you here, Tavex. I ain't telling you shalom. There ain't no shalom. There ain't no peace. You need to focus on purity. That's why I show you the ring, my signet ring with the word and that little subscription under the menorah. It says Tav X. I don't know why you can't see it clear, but it says Tav X, purity becoming one. Most High, the only one's purity. Let me go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 19. Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 15 to 21. Verse 15 to 21. A single witness may not validate against a person any guilt or blame for any offense that he may be committed. A case can be valid only on the testimony of two witnesses or more. If a man appears against another to testify maliciously and gives false testimony against him, the two parties to the dispute shall appear before the Lord, before the priest or magistrate in authority at the time. And the magistrate shall make a thorough investigation. If the man who testifies is a false witness, if he has testified falsely against his fellow, you shall do to him as he schemed to do to his fellow. That's an eye for an eye. If he testifies falsely against his fellow, you shall do to him as he has schemed to do to his fellow. Thus you will sweep out evil from your midst. It ain't because the Most High is mean and vengeful. It's because you're wicked and you're scheming and you're the devil that the Bible speaks of. So the Most High wants to wipe you out from the camp of the Israelites. So we can have tav. We can have purity. You ain't gonna be pure if you got rapers, thefts, schemers, pyramid scheme people, extortioners, drug dealers, murderers. It's not going down that way. That's why there's the law. You go to Exodus 21. Exodus 21. It didn't say none, so I guess I'm reading the whole Exodus 21. Exodus 21. These are the rules that you shall set before them. When you acquire a Hebrew slave, he shall serve 6 years. In the seventh year, he shall go free without payment. If he came, hold on, let me get right to it. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse 12. He who fatally strikes a man shall be put to death. If he did not do it by design, but it came about by an act of God, I will assign you a place to which he can flee. So if somebody got killed, but you didn't do it, it's a freak accident. Most I say he could probably give you a place to hide, because that was really by the design of the Most High, an act of the Most High. When a man schemes against another and kills him treacherously, you shall take him from my very altar to put him to death. Eye for an eye. He who strikes his father or mother shall be put to death. You guys, you youngins running around, I'm an elder, but one that's fit for to get it in, busy with you youngins. That's why I work out and no boxing skills, because I ain't let you guys take me. So, you youngins, don't follow the heathen Gentiles, the pale albino SOC 2485 gene people. You be getting smart with their mothers and fathers, smacking them and stuff. The Israelite people would put your ass to death. This is a spirit of an eye for an eye. In regards to the law, you get put to death. He who strikes his father and mother shall be put to death. He who kidnaps a man, whether he has sold him or is still holding him, shall be put to death. He who insults his father or mother shall be put to death. Ma, shut the hell up. Put his ass to death. Because you know, the Most High wants to clean, wants purity in the camp of the Israelites. Can't have that rebellious spirit in there. Got to be put to death. That's what the Lord. I'm not saying now. It's not our kingdom, but it's coming. It's everything. Remember, the wise men say everything reoccurs. When men quarrel and one strikes the other with stone or fist, and he does not die, but has to take to his bed, if he then gets up and walks outdoors upon a staff, the assailant shall go unpunished, except that he must pay for the idleness and is cured. When a man strikes a slave man or female with a rod and he dies there and then, he must be avenged. But if he survives a day or two, he is not to be avenged, since he is his other's property. When a man fight and one of them pushes a pregnant woman and a miscarriage results, but no other damage ensues, the other responsibility shall be fined according as the woman's husband may exact from him. The payment to be based on reckoning. But if other damages ensues, the penalty shall be life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. End of the day, I think you got the point. I think you got the point. When I saw this clip, I play it again. Fair use, fair use. The spirit of this is the breaking news. Maybe it didn't happen today or last week, but it happened in the last recent weeks. And the Hebrew don't care. Spirit of eye for eye. As Solomon said, what I realized, everything is reoccurs.
Cynthia, I'm here waiting on law enforcement. I just exited this residence right here. My last victim. I was able to obtain the names and addresses of the individuals who did this to my 11-year-old son, and I went to each and every one of their homes, and I unalived them in the most graphic and horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them. Here come the cops now. So
an eye for an eye. Hopefully this video was edifying, something new. Standing on business, no more kumbaya. Rasta Hill in the house, Taha Vex, King David. Many young dudes ran up on old guy and got knocked out. Yeah, keep playing it. I carry that. I carry that thing on me. True, there's no peace. True, there's Beverly. There's no peace, but hard to break the good wishes. No, you could say shalom. Yes, you could, but what the problem is, people major on the minor things and minor in the major things. The major things with the Most High is purity. You don't care about you saying, "Oh, I feel peaceful today" and stuff. Because people copy those Jews, those the white people. They're not the ones to follow. But do what you may. I'm here to remind you of Tav, X, purity becoming one. Most High is not going to ask you, "Are you peaceful?" He's going to ask you, "Are you pure?" If not, he's sending you to the hot volcano. Beverly, peace and lesson. Crazy. I said that in my lyrics for a mini song about minute 30 seconds before the lesson started. Don't fear Hebrew when war fully breaks out. Idol worshippers and evil workers are doomed. Correct. Aman. That dad is a hero. That's why I made that. That's why I made that video. I don't care If you criticize me for, what's it? Damone, for Yah King, yo, that guy's a hero. That's why I put him on my channel. What he did was bad, and no, it wasn't. You nigga demons want to get away with shit, stealing everything, hurting everybody, raping, graping, whatever. I said rape. Niggas do that. You don't want people to say it because you want to keep doing shit. Killing kids, drinking blood, eating meat, human meat, doing this, doing that, doing that, doing that. Shh, don't say nothing. No, I'm going to say it here at Hebron Island too. That nigga's a hero. Because you guys want to do shit and escape. Well, now the Most High is sending the spirit of eye for eye, and some of you niggas is not going to escape. He said, I unalive them in the most horrific manner. Let me play that again. This guy's my hero. Like Damone said, he's my hero.
Cynthia, I'm here waiting on law enforcement. I just exited this residence right here. My last victim. I was able to obtain the names and addresses of the individuals who did this to my 11-year-old son, and I went to each and every one of their homes, and I unalived them in the most graphic and horrific way possible. I know my life is over. I really don't care. I might get 25 to life. I might go to pine oil heaven. I might get the lethal concoction, in which case I don't really give a fuck. I hope in the wake of my death, the conversation can be had in regards to the overall consequences pertaining to teenagers and their parents when they decide to strip off an 11-year-old's clothes and rape them.
Fair use. Fair use.
Here come the cops now.
And you want to know why I call him a hero? Because there's consequences. There's consequences to your actions. Now, them raping that boy, now when he grows up, he could be, holding a rainbow flag under the rainbow. So your actions had a further reaction later in a boy that he had nothing to do with that. You ain't supposed to be doing that. But you niggas want to escape. And like you saw the newscaster lady, she was like, you know what, shocked. Because them niggas usually get away with shit. And they're like, oh, this guy got a spirit of an eye for an eye. Where did that come from? That came from the Most High. Came from the Most High. Everything, good, evil, love, hate, come from the Most High. Most High said, you know, you niggas ain't getting away with this one. Boink. Put it in there. The guy said, I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to unlive you niggas in the most gruesome way. And he did just that. And he said, oops, the cops are coming right now. And I don't care. He's a hero at Hebron Island too. Hopefully he's a hero with you guys too. Okay, let me see what else. Anybody else said anything? The only thing that matters is what the Most High thinks about you. Correct. They're gonna criticize. You can criticize. Oh, you call him a hero. Damone called him a hero too. I don't care if you criticize me because you guys are not just. There's no justice in your bones. Exactly. Proverbs 28:5. Say an evil man will not understand judgment. He won't. They only understand that spirit of an eye for an eye. That's what they understand. That's why the newscaster was like, you mean there are people that's gonna do retribution? I thought we can just do all type of evil shit and just get away with it. Not in this last quarter of this earth history. It's gonna be a season of an eye for an eye coming. Like they keep saying the purge, eye for eye. You're gonna get the smoke. Okay, let me go down to the bottom, and I guess that's it. Fair use. The Most High got him. Yep. We reap what you sow. Correct. Where did that story take place? I don't know. In America somewhere. I don't know. It's not on a regular thing. I can't show. It's not on Instagram. Anyway. Just enjoy it. Standing on business. No kumbaya. This is New Year's from Israel. He on the island too. Until next time.